Hello everyone, welcome back. So today we're going to be playing Misfortune and we'll be ending our run against the 10-star adventure from the Nightmares campaign. We've actually found out that we can kill the opponents on the first turn. All thanks to the fact that we got lucky and get jinxed, which is doubling the damage from our shock and awe. Which has its damage increased thanks to the guns blazing, so every 1 drop deals 10 damage on attack. The damage reduction is going to increase for this part, so let's see if we can keep this up. We might have to pivot yet again to the game plan of playing Misfortune on the first turn, but we'll see. Misfortune is fearsome, that might be worth it. Disarmed. I guess I don't have reroll, so I have to pick it up no matter what. Add the buy cards to add to your deck. Do I really want Fearsome on the Misfortune? Yeah, the Misfortune already has Fearsome. So let's move on. Affectionate Poro. Considering the amount of buff the opponent can get on his unit, this might be a problem. Let's mulligan everything. I'll keep the double up as a backup for the following turn. Make it rain, Jagged Butcher, Misfortune. Yeah, I don't think we're going for the kill the opponent game plan. And then again, let me recheck this. Your next has stuff. Reduce damage to it by half, rounded down. Okay, so the damage reduction is not actually increasing. So we're fine on that front. Let me redo the math. The opponent has 40 health. His attacks, he deals 10 minimum, which is increased by another 10 from the Crackshot Corsair's Crackshot. So it's 20 damage. Split in half, which actually translates to 10 damage on the first attack with the Fizz. If the opponent doesn't block, that is. So 10 damage there. And then we'll have 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. So we theoretically can kill the opponent next turn if we play the double up right after. So let's try that. Okay, the opponent is in fact blocking the Fizz. We're still dealing the damage over the top.
Hey there. Don't mind the knife.
There's plenty of killing left.
So it's possible that the opponent doesn't die here. Okay, no, he definitely dies. Considering we were bringing him down to 2 health, 3 health. No amount of cards he plays will ever save him. This will deal 18 damage when the opponent attacks. Go ahead, opponent, attack me. I dare you. Go ahead. There we go. He's attacking. Can deal 14 to something. Let's deal 14 there. And that's game over. The damage the opponent's dealing doesn't even count because he's already dead. Okay, as long as we keep getting this end, we'll be fine. And as long as the opponent's self total doesn't increase. Dust up diplomacy. Oh, that would have been so good if the speed of this was fast. Guess we'll still pick it up because it's technically a 1-drop and it's a way to remove spell shields. Quick draw. Ooh, that's what I was craving for this entire time. Now we can do a bunch of different champions or different plays at the start. Smooth Soloist, champion item chest, a shop, or an item chest. All of our units are rather small, so they probably just die to the power of the Elder Dragon Nora Vex. Right, so we have to go for the Morgana and Mordekaiser, but Morgana and Mordekaiser is very scary. But all of my units will have Spell Shield, so maybe it's not that scary. The Dread. This is normally a very annoying encounter, I hate the Dread. But I think the reward of the Smooth Soloist is overall better. At the very least we'll be able to buy an epic power. Or we're guaranteed at least an epic power. We're going to have no rerolls, which is a bit unfortunate, but we'll make it work. 50. Oh, I guess the opponent won't be killed in a single turn. But now we can do some different plays. Draw 1, deal 2 to all the enemies, and the enemy next is, and summon a random one that costs follower. Sure. All of these damn curses are cluttering up my hand. Not fun at all. Oh, okay, we're back. With Fizz, we can now do Fizz. Go for a scout attack. We are not getting the buff from the Yips Genius, because with these two are no longer exactly one cost allies. But it's fine. We are going to kill all of the opponent's units here. And we're killing the opponent as well, apparently. I shouldn't have done this. I could have done some... No, it wouldn't have mattered. This has one attack. Still one turn kill though. Okay, we can just get lucky and do that to the opponent still. Even if the opponent has 50 health. And is debuffing my units. Silent Navigator. Sure. It's a bit better now. Iceborne Gauntlet on the Prowling Cutthroat. Or Crit Jeweled Gauntlets. Let's do that on the Prowling Cutthroat, I think. Makes it so the Prowling Cutthroat can be used as removal, or quote-unquote removal. It's temporary. Do I want to keep the Dust Up Diplomacy? I definitely want to keep the Island Navigator, because there's a chance the cost of that gets brought down to 0 thanks to the Targon's Peak. I'll keep the Dust Up Diplomacy. Worst case scenario, we'd say draw 1. There's a Misfortune. The opponent doesn't have a lot on board. Let's do the Dust Up Diplomacy first. See what we get here. One drop.
A life without freedom is not worth living.
Sure, let's do Misfortune. Capture that. That's one problem gone. Now what? He hasn't played his 0 cost yet. He still hasn't played his 0 cost. I guess I'll still do this because of the amount of damage I'll dish out. There's our 0 cost. This deals 4, this deals... let's just attack with everything. Okay, no, we can't kill the opponent this turn. So I guess it's time to figure out blockers, or what we pull here. I guess since the opponent can't redevelop onto the board, we're fine to just do this, to deny the opponent the buff. Next turn we have Make It Rain, which can potentially kill the opponent on attack if he's not careful. We just have to get lucky and hit it.
I'll get us to the peak, no matter what.
Fine.
One foot in front of the other.
Well, actually, I can go Chakram Dancer here. Should have done that from the start. So those are some very high stated units, opponent. He just gave up though. I guess the extra damage from the skills would have been enough to kill him over the top. And now for the moment of truth. Morgana and Mordekaiser. Follow my units having spell shield. We should be in a position where the opponent's interaction won't work out that well for them. All of these are atrocious. I guess I'll take the hold them off. It will help us stall out the game. Maybe deny the opponent some decent attacks he might have by sticking units onto the board. Definitely want to draw the Jagged Butcher off of the Farsight alteration. Unlucky. This is like the worst possible hand we could have gotten. We still have Fizz. In fact, we have Fizz plus some interesting plays. Damn, he really hates the Crackshot Corsair. I have a plan. No. I guess this denies the opponent a spellcast from the crumble. So it's okay. Then we can do this, capture the Morgana.
Or I'll cut him out.
It's fine. The opponent won't even get to block the piece because it has elusive. We can attack. Ooh, wait. First the Crackshot Corsair. Let's get that extra damage through. Well, if you're fine with losing your Morganas, sure. He gets a rally effect off from trading the Ceaseless Sentry. Ooh, he actually attacks with the Mordekaiser. I'm going to do this. Get some damage through. It's likely that he attacks with all of his units this turn. We can't capture the Mordekaiser here, unfortunately. I was considering it with the Misfortune. Oh, but Misfortune killed the opponent. She attacks on summon. So yeah. Two love taps from Crackshots from the Crackshot Corsairs plus love tap from the Misfortune is enough to kill. That was quick. We don't have anything that deals with the Heart of the Fluffed. So we'll have to improvise when we get there. Jailbreak. 1 drop or 2 1-drops for the price of 1. I think it's worth it. Come on, cost reduction. No cost reduction, but Spirit Stone instead. Or Thief's Gloves. Let's do Thief's Gloves. Random items are always good. Sneaky Zibbles. The opponent doesn't have a decent curve, he might just kill over and die. Dust Up Diplomacy, definitely tossing the Jagged Butcher back. Double Trouble as well. Dust Up Diplomacy is a 1-drop that replaces itself basically. Ooh! 3 Misfortunes. Don't mind if I do. Let's do Misfortune first. Get that going. Ooh, double attack Misfortune as well. This is going to be a lot of damage going through to the opponent's Nexus. What do you do, opponent? Stunning the Misfortune. I guess he is going to be able to kill the Misfortune with the Paddle Star because Misfortune has in fact already attacked this turn, so she will take 15. But I'll just replay the Misfortune for free. Then what? Now what, opponent? You've just taken more damage for no reason. Let's do Jagged Butcher. Let's do Prowling Cutthroat.
They can, and they have.
And I can even do Make It Rain. Let's see if the opponent gets unlucky here. Okay, he got lucky. None of the Make It Rain actually hit his Nexus. Ooh, he still died though. Turns out I had a lot more damage going through than I anticipated. Maybe I can just do this to the Art of the Fluff. One can dream. Skirmisher Saber. All of my units already have Skirmisher Saber while Misfortune's on the board, however. But it's not like I have anything... No, it's not like any of these are actually better. So... I guess Sprawling Cutthroat it is. We'll just have a deck that's filled with like a billion 1-drops. Prowling Cutthroat, Misfortune, with double Black Cleaver. Not really what I wanted. Let's definitely keep the Prowling Cutthroat. It's going to be our get out of jail free card for the Hearts of the Fluff. None of those are that scary. I think what we do here is we do Jagged Butcher. We try to use the Misfortune to capture the Heart of the Fluff here. And then we'll save one of the Prowling Cutthroats for the Heart of the Fluff that will come down on the following turn. I might be able to kill the opponent this turn, however, if he plays nothing. Okay, he really isn't playing anything, he just decides to die. That's fine by me, I guess. Aurora Borealis, that doesn't save you. Not when the blockers are already assigned. I guess the opponent was fine with dying. Or he really had no other plays other than Aurora Borealis, which I find unlikely. Well, turns out I had no reason to worry about the Heart of the Fluff. Let me just check something. That's 6 Jagged Butchers, 11 Prowling Cutthroats. Okay. I think we have enough 1-drops. I don't know how we're supposed to do this. I guess we can have Misfortune capture the Zoe, but then we'll have no way to deal with the 1-mana 90/90. I guess for that we need to draw into the the Prowling Cutthroats. They're going to be expensive, but hopefully we will not need them, all of them. We can hopefully just do Misfortune. Misfortune captures the Zoe. Okay, we have at least 2 Prowling Cutthroats. At least 2 Prowling Cutthroats should be enough to close out the game. Or at the very least prevent us from dying to the 1-mana 90/90. Now the question is, do I blow my load this turn? I don't need to do the Prowling Cutthroats just yet. I can do like a half measure. I'll do one and then a Crackshot Corsair. Or I'll do Crackshot Corsair first, see what the opponent does. I'll do a Prowling Cutthroat after. I'm doing this to refill my spell mana with the blue buff on the Prowling Cutthroat.
I'll be quick.
In range.
The opponent doesn't die this turn. And I'm not sure I can kill him next turn. The Make It Rain might work, but we'll need to hit the one in 6. I guess it's not 1 in 6 because it's 3 shots. But it might be way too much. 18. Yeah, even with the double up dealing 18, it's not enough because the opponent's going to be at 12 and the opponent's going to take half of 18, so 9. So that won't work. So I guess I don't really have a way to kill the opponent this turn. My best shot in that case is I try to keep control of the board. We don't need to kill him in a single turn, I guess. Like, this is 39 damage, this is 38, this is 36, 37. Pulling this shouldn't matter, right? Yeah, it will be alive with 9 health. I suppose I can deal damage to it. It's going to be frostbitten next turn anyway.
Captain's orders. Bullet
Let's
to the
just hit him with a bunch of crack shots. Deal damage that way. Refill our spell mana. As long as that doesn't capture the misfortune or one of the units that is capturing a unit, I guess we'll be fine. I could do the Make It Rain. Not sure.
Never stop shooting.
It sets up a kill with the double up next turn. Unless the opponent captures it, that is. Oh, that's annoying. That's very annoying. And the opponent... Oh, I was worried for a second. I was about to say, don't tell me the opponent's going to develop a full board. It appears he didn't though. Because I would have liked some more interaction. It seems like a waste. Unless the opponent has the 1 mana 1990 in hand. Let's get rid of the Zoe.
They can, and they have.
See what the opponent does. Buried in ice. Okay, that's his plan. He is going to end up... Oh, I was about to say he's going to end up releasing a lot of his units, but no. I guess I can override the Powder Monkey with the Fizz. He doesn't really have a lot of threats on the board. But all of his units are going to be transformed into champions, and that's going to make it so he has an invulnerable board next turn. I guess I can do this over the Prowling Cutthroat just to deny the board-wide buff. Interesting, you're attacking here. I guess it's some cheap damage, I suppose. And it refills his spell mana, but I don't know if it's correct to do this. He has 2 champions on the board. Can I kill his 2 champions? I don't think so. This doesn't deal damage to him. Yep. It only releases the unit. And it makes it so I get my spell back. This at the very least kind of sets up a kill. And this does nothing at all. I'll do this. Oh, Chakram Dancer. That can get rid of the Poro King and level up the Misfortune. Yeah, I'm definitely doing that. Misfortune's leveled up. I made a mistake, so the opponent's taking no damage from this. He's going to rally, but in case he drops down something large, I have the Prowling Cutthroat. Really? You don't transform the Misfortune, you instead transform or use the spell on the unit that has Spell Shield. I don't think that's a good decision. Yeah, I take the 10. I have an infinite amount of health now.
Set sail.
Does this actually kill the opponent? The opponent will not die here. But at the very least I can make it so most of his champion or most of his units die. Yeah, most of his units will die. And once he enters combat next turn, I should be able to kill him because I'll have the double tap back or double up back. He's at 5. Yeah, I want that Crackshot Corsair to stick around, or to be around, I should say. Oh, never mind. I get a Pounder Monkey instead. Very nice. Let's see if I'm supposed to play the lottery today. I am. Oh. Right, the opponent has access to deny. 1 mana deny. At least he loses out on the units that are captured by the Prowling Cutthroats. And the Misfortune. He's going to heal up a lot, however. I take 9, 18, 21, 30 damage, I guess. The unfortunate part is that he's healing 9. If he wasn't healing 9, I would easily kill him with the double up. But now I don't get to kill him at all.
Hey there. Don't mind the
Let's try to minimize the damage. I've now run out of options, at least when it comes to controlling the opponent's largest threats. I'll throw this in the way. Minimize damage, deal some damage back to him. He gets set to 6. I get to do Island Navigator. Try to attack with the Scout. The opponent gets Force Champions, however, without the Misfortune is going to be a pain to kill him.
This is our way.
Yeah, the opponents will take no damage from this. And I heal nothing. Is there any way to do this? This gets rid of a champion, but it's not good enough. And he has stuff in hand. And I want to do this first, at least, to draw a card. I'll do this first. Petty Officer. Not the best.
Dive, Silverwing, dive!
C3 of Cloudfield. C3 Lady of Clouds, I should say. I can capture it. Do a Prowling Cutthroat.
Out before they know they're bleeding.
And then what?
It won't feel
Do this. Get rid of that, get rid of that. I have a 22 attack Overwhelmer to deal with. Not really, because it will be transformed. There's the misfortune. Okay, I just win. I dropped down the misfortune. Even...
Fortune favors the bold.
No, not even through the burn that works. Okay, the opponent just decides not to block instead. Another misfortune. Guess I can do this. I made a mistake. Didn't realize the C3 would be released. Now my misfortunes will both die. One because it gets overridden by the powder monkey. Okay, that's fine. Fortunately, the spell shield is putting in a lot of work. I can get rid of this guy, right? No, it will deal only 10. It will get rid of the spell shield at least. Oh no, the opponent's throwing it in. Okay, that's fine. I did make it rain. Most of the opponent's board has 0 attack.
A gift from Avarosa.
And that's a waste of a rally. Unless he has the 1 mana 90/90. Oh, let's see. That's fine. That's a pretty lame attack. Let's see if I can hit at least 2 of the opponent's units. Those are some decent hits. 1 Poro down. And that's 1 less champion. Next turn, I don't have scouts to attack with. That's a bit unfortunate. But as long as I can kill the champions, I should be okay.
Bang. Open wide for sugar.
This kills the champion, this kills the champion. I'll pull this here. Yeah, the champions will die. So let's do this. Get rid of all of the opponent's units. The champions die to the bullet time and then they take damage from the crack shots. The opponent would have to stop the champions from dying. Okay, that took way too long. The longer the game went on, the more I was worried we were going to lose. The opponent held out for a long time. Well, to be fair, he managed to get 2 very good very nices in. They were still not enough because I was able to keep up in terms of card advantage with our power and board presence thanks to the Prowling Cutthroats. The fact that they were capturing the opponent's units and the opponent was just releasing them into a full board, completely wasting them. Oh, without that we wouldn't have won at all. That was way too close. But still a very good run. So yeah, that will be it for today. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye. Till then.